All right, Shalom Makim. First and foremost, before I begin this lesson, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Also want to say Shalom to all you fellow laborers out there that's continuing to push out this word in all truth, faith, and sincerity. So, I just want to get into a quick lesson, centered around the fact that the Heavenly Father is only dealing with a small number, in a small sanctuary, all right? Because you got these different camps out here, such as IUIC, GOCC, ISUPK, Sakari, all right? And, they have this mass following, all right? If you was to check out their views, they got, a lot of views and a lot of people checking in with them. And, the men in those camps would, pretty much perceive that to be that the Heavenly Father is dealing with them, But when you really get into the scriptures, that's not the case, all right? In fact, the Most High is not dealing with them if you filter it through the scriptures. Because, the scriptures clearly tell you, man, that the Heavenly Father is going to, only deliver a remnant, man, a residue. And when you go into residue, it means something left over. If you was to take a bowl full of flour and dump it out, and you continue to shake that bowl, well, the flour that's left over, that's stuck in that bowl, will be considered, the residue. And that's the same fashion how the Most High is going to pretty much seal that righteous number. He's going to continue to trim off the fat, So all these different people out here who have waken up to the fact that they're Israelites, that don't mean nothing, man. All right? The Lord is only dealing with a small number. So let's get right into it. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 22, and starting at verse 10. So those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished with guests. Yeah, and we're in those times, all right? We're in the times where the wedding is furnished with all sorts of guests. You got people waking up to the fact that they're Israelites all throughout the landscape of America and abroad, all right? And even these different camps, Sakari, IUIC, and the cast of characters out there, they all have furnished this wedding. They all in the wedding, man. They was all called in, all right? Verse 11, and when the king came in to see the guests, he saw there a man which had not on a wedding garment. And he said unto him, Friend, how camest thou in hither, not having a wedding garment? And he was speechless. Then said the king to the servants, Bind him hand and foot, and take him away, and cast him into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Yeah, so for all these people that's, in this wedding feast who have furnished the wedding, all right, well, guess what? We're in the times where Yahweh Shai is pretty much scouring the room, man. And he's examining everybody, man. And unless you got on that garment, which represents the true knowledge of these scriptures, you're going to be cast off. And that's the fashion how the elect is going to be delivered, or sealed, should I say, man. It's going to be by process of elimination, man. The Lord is going to continue to trim off all these men who have been called in. And those who are going to be left, in the wedding will be what? Considered as the residue or the remnant, all right? Verse 14, for many are called, but few are chosen. That's right. So that's why you got all these people waking up to the fact that they're Israelites, man. You got all these different camps out here, man. But what do that mean? It means completely nothing, man. Because the scriptures tell you there's going to be a lot of people called in these times, all right? So all you guys, hey, especially IUIC, you look at their channel, they get over a damn 1,000 views on each video, all right? Sakari, and all these different camps, all right? But, don't get ahead of yourself, because Most High is not dealing with that large number anyway, man, all right? And to further prove that, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 7, and verse 13. Starting at verse 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in therein. Yeah, so all these different camps out here that got this mass following, where many people have come in, well, that's the way to destruction, man, all right? Hey, and Jake is simple, all right? Jake, in their decision-making, they'll dismiss or gloss over Great Millstone. They might, they'll measure it by the views and the following, They'll compare it to IUIC. Well, IUIC got a huge following, so I'm going to follow them. You know, they must be men of the Lord, all right, not understanding the scriptures, that those guys with those big mass followings, the Heavenly Father is not dealing with them, all right? Verse 14, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. That's right. You know, it's like traveling on a road. If it's a thin road that you can miss, you're going to ride right by it, in opposed of a wide road, all right, or a highway, you know? And when you go into that word for straight, it means level of difficulty, which that's a major stumbling block for a lot of these damn Israelites, man. They don't want to go through that level of difficulty to reach the kingdom. They don't want to suffer, man. And they had the nerve to talk shit about the apostles and the men of Great Millstone, all the men, you know, on down, right? That we Bumalites, you know, not knowing that we going through that straight gate, which is that level of difficulty, all right? It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 10, verse 22. For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return. The consumption decreed shall overflow with righteousness. Yeah, so, you know, there you have it, man. You know, although you got these big mega camps and, you know, these big, huge organizations, you know, so-called Israelite movements, and a lot of people waking up to the fact that they're Israelites, you know, which is a large number. Well, guess what? The Lord said only a remnant is going to return, man. So for you to be a part of Great Millstone, you know, be sincere, a sincere brother out here teaching, and, you know, you might not get a lot of views and, you know, a big following. You might be a part of a small camp. Well, guess what? You know, take that, you know, take account of that, man. You know, you line up with the scriptures, man, because the Most High is not dealing with a huge number, man. We're in a time where the Most High is cutting Israel off, man. Look, Israel had their time, their chance, man. All right? When the Lord brought them laws down by Moses, they had a chance to keep them, all right? When the Lord sent his only begotten son on the scene, they rejected him, man. They was the catalyst of him being put to death, all right? So they had their time. So you think now in these times, the time of judgment of all times, that the Lord has got his arms open to Israel? Hell no, man. He's only calling back that number of men that was predestined to be delivered. And that's a small number, man, the first fruits, all right? So, yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, I hope this was an edifying lesson. Until the next time I say shalom.